Hi, today I want to show you my GIF Sequencers 4.0. I've already put it on my Google Drive. You can download it from there. So I got in my local drive already extracted with 7-zip. So let's go straight to the new features. I'm not going to show you how to start and do everything. So all those things you have to check out my previous videos. I will put all the links in the description. So if you open the README file, you will see the new features listed here. So the main new feature is the grouping. Now it allows you to upload a GIF to several set of LEDs. So basically it's a group. I only tested it with the area group. I have no idea with other groups. And the other features are the tiling of GIFs and also the offset here. One more thing I have changed is the default setting. Now the GIF directory is pointing to the local directory. So because I have put a demo zip file here for the demo tiles here, this GIF is very simple. It's basically just fill up and change color and go down again and just cycle through. I'm going to use this GIF to demonstrate the tiling features. Okay, now let's go to start the program. As always, I have to remind you, this is program written for myself only, so you use it at your own risk. The first time you start the software, it will ask you to allow the private network, so just allow access. At the moment, I've got two sets of LED running, so they are one group, just like you have seen in the beginning of the video. So it's combined with the string 400 and curtain. So close this one. Then you will see the menu here. And you can see now the string 400 is the master and there's only one in the list here. So let's open the demo file here. So let's comment all other things out. So this one is the normal one. Let me show you this first. Save. Okay, now I'm going to upload the file with single effect. So you can see it's filling up and go down and fill up again. Nothing exciting. So let's close this. And I'm going to show you the next one. Here I comment this line out and get the second line. So basically it will run this line only. This line I'm going to shrink the GIF a little bit to the center. So let me show you this. Okay, now upload this. So you can see the GIF is running just in the middle area here, very small, and all the rest are empty. So it's not running anything. Now let me show you the first tiling effect. This parameter is for tiling. So you can see from this line as well, in case you don't know exactly the syntax, this is the parameter for tile, and rotation has been there all the time. Now I'm going to change the tile to 1. And now upload it. So you can see now it's all filled with the small GIF. Okay, now let's change the value of the tiling. One is just simple filling the entire area with the GIF. Two is alternate reverse. So the neighbor GIF is always running just in the reverse direction. So I'm going to show you this. And let's upload it. So it's because it's run from red to green, the neighbor GIF is always run from green to red. So you can see alternate color here. Okay, now let's go to the next value is 3. 3 is time shifted. So basically the neighbor GIF is running from the middle of the animation. So let's upload it and see. Okay, now you can see this is time shift. One is shrinking, the other one is growing. So you can see it's up and down. So now let's change it to number 4. 4 is the rotation of 180 degree. Now let me show you this. Upload it. So you can see up and down, but the color are the same. The last thing I want to show you is the offset. At the moment, if I take away the tiling, I run this again, then you can see I put something in the middle, and this is all based on the mapping. For whatever reason, if you lose the mapping, then you map it again. Maybe you don't have exactly the same configuration like this. The GIF could be a little bit shifted to left or right. You don't want to go to the entire playlist and change all this value where the GIF is located. So in that case, for example, I can change this offset at the very beginning. Let's say I try to move it zero point 0.5 to the right on the x-axis. So save it. And now let me upload this. So you can see now the rectangle has moved to the right hand side. If you see something misaligned after remapping, so you can use the offset to readjust a little bit. I hope this is useful. Okay, that's all about my gifSequencer 4.0. If you haven't used gifSequencer before, you have to check out my older videos. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you find the video useful, please give me a thumb up. Thank you for watching. Bye.